And welcome to lesson 6 on how to produce a deep house record with me, Rob Webster. In this lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to begin the arrangement. Now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on having a beat introduction, which is a DJ friendly type of introduction. So we're going to focus on just having, for the first instance, we're going to get rid of this screen here because we don't need that at the moment and make my screen bigger. So the first thing we're going to do is probably going to have a kick there and there. So always try and start on a number, like when it's like this. Always make sure that you're on a number so that it helps with the arrangement when you're moving on to the next bar. Okay, so take the closed hat and the kick drum and a crash and put those in like that. And then we copy those over again. And again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kicks. 8 bars of the kick, 8 blocks of the kick, should I say. And then what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the open hat. Like so. So the open hat, you can actually consolidate those and make that one long bar so it's easier to copy over. And you could do the same with the closed hats. So you right click on them and consolidate. It just makes it easier and quicker to copy over. Okay, so once we've got those in, so the first bit is that, and then when it gets here we'll put the open hat in. Okay, and then we're going to put the claps over. So the thing with the claps is that because one rolls over here on the end, we don't want to consolidate those because it will cut off this last bit here, that little bit of delay that's in there, that reverb, whatever that is. And so we'll copy another crash over and the other bits of the drum, which are them bits, and then they'll go like this. And then we'll copy that over again. And we'll copy the whole of that over again, like so. And then, in there, what we're going to do is we're going to put in snare 1. And with snare 1, it's the same as the clap. It's got a little bit rolling over, so we don't necessarily want to have to do that. So take all of your snare 1s over into this bit. And then here what we're going to do is we're going to take a crash, put a crash in there, open it up, and then here it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll put the 5th one in later so it goes like this, look. It's just 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've done that. Right, next thing then, we want to start to introduce the arpeggio, which was this one we did all the way down here, and we'll put that in there, there and there, and then we can copy over all of our bits again like so. And if you find that you cut that bit off, just drag it over like that. Same with the snares. And what we're going to do is now we're going to introduce snare 2, which is this one, and with that we can consolidate because it's not rolling over and it makes it a lot easier to copy. So if we can grab snare 2, put that in there as well at the same time as the arpeggio to come in, so it sounds like this. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to add the shakers. So if we can grab the shakers, consolidate those, should I say, and we'll put them in there on the second bit, like so. Copy that over again, so you should have that bit done, that bit 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here 2 and 2. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and now we need another one going over of everything, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the chord sequence, which is this thing, but we're going to filter that in gently. So always remember to save your project as you go along, very important. There that we're going to bring in the chord change thing, chord sample. So we'll copy those over, and what we're going to do is we're going to automate the filter on the actual simpler. So if you can see down here, we've got the filter turned on. If it isn't turned on, make sure it is. And if we play the track here, and I'll turn the filter down, the frequency, and we're going to gently rise it up. Like so. So what we need to do is we need to get it to a point where it's just audible. So let's say at 100 kilohertz, at 100 hertz. See what it sounds like at 130. Yeah, 130 hertz would be the best place to go for, so we can start to gently rise it up. So in order to do the automation, what we need to do is we need to hit record, and hit record on there as well, and when we'll draw it in, you can either use your keyboard if you've got the dials and stuff, but I'm going to do this with the mouse. So I'm going to hit record and I'm going to drag it up slowly, and then you can see what I've done. Okay, so I'm going to hit record. If it doesn't record, if your sound disappears when you're recording, make sure that your overdub is on, which is this little button here, so that you can overdub the effect on top of the actual sound. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. Gently rise it up. Just remember, we're going all the way up to the top. Like so. And we shall open that up, and you'll see the frequency chart here. Look, it's going all the way up. Okay, excellent. Make sure that it is on the line, and then we can copy an original over, and what you'll find is that the frequency drops right back down to the bottom here. Look, so what you need to do is just grab that and turn that up so that it's at the same height as the last filtered bit, and then we can shorten that and press play. And we'll copy the shakers over. And those crashes with the 4 there. Like that, so it goes. But we'll keep the arpeggio going as well. So if you've got that filter bit done, that's great. Copy your arpeggio over. And your closed hat. and then we'll lose the shaker there. And we'll lose the close hat there. So hopefully, let's try and look at that, what you've got. You should have an arrangement very similar to that. Okay, and what we'll do here on this breakdown is we'll bring the vocals in as well, and then the bass will come in, and then we can start progressing. So that's the end of this lesson of the arrangement. Go over to the next lesson where we're going to focus on this small breakdown and then introduce the bass and the other sounds that we've got and the vocals. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.